Good afternoon and welcome everybody to session 3 about fear. My name is Scoobyiah.
And I am an alchematress, White Wolf Woman.
And together we are joining you here in a local playground here in Eugene, Oregon, to talk to you today about fear and anxiety when it comes into your conscious spectrum and your thinking pattern. And for me, be fearless and play. And that's why we're out here in a playground today. When those thoughts first enter your mind, and you start to get anxious and you start to doubt yourself, I start to, I recognize these patterns, and you have to kind of do is slow your thought pattern down to understand, okay, why am I jumping to this anxious anxiety moment and fear all of a sudden? And what I like to do is all of a sudden curb that and go into play mode. And that's why I'm Scooby, and you see me out there, and because I release my fear and I put it into play. But here to explain it a lot better than I can, because that's my instant reaction, is I want to be fearless and play. I want to be fearless and play. But let's see what she has to offer us today.
So we wanted to do this video here on the playground just to also show something that most of you who have children probably are already familiar with, and how belief systems and imprints work. This is one of the first places when you bring your child in where there will be a lot of concerns for the parents about safety and what even that is. And you will hear a lot of parents go, be careful, don't go there, or you can break your neck, and you can do this, and you can do, and sometimes are the worst scenario possible. And so the child, we all are already growing with some sort of precocious fear in the background, and later on these things are going more into the subconscious level, and it acts in our lives when we are adult as an automatic pilot. And one of the reasons that happen is because it's triggering things of what you had been told when you were a child, and that you maybe have forgot for a moment, and yes, still storage in the subconscious. That can come as someone telling you that something is different than the way you are seeing it, and just taking you out of your comfort zone of whatever it is that you're doing will bring automatically fear, because that means you have to see things from a different perspective or from a different angle, or as simple as, okay, someone else is different idea about this than my idea. And we try to impose these things, again, sometimes unconsciously, most of the time it's conscious. So these are some of the patternings that are coming in at this level. And the medicine for this, the medicine that I would like to offer, is the same thing that Scooby just said for a moment. Again, just slow down for just a second and wow, my system is kicking in, my heart palpitations are going high, I'm getting a lot of negative thoughts, I wanted to get out of this situation as far as possible, I don't want to deal with these people any longer. And all of these feelings and emotions, these are feedbacks from your own body system telling you something does not flowing sweetly or gently or comfortably. So let's just stop for a moment there. Let's just see what it is. You have permission to recognize what is it that is motivate you or initiate you into fear. When you cut this, you can change the pattern. You can reprogram yourself by saying, I have full possibilities. I am strong enough to do this. I am capable. I am flexible. I like to give a new shot into this situation, see how things work. So that's probably what he's mentioning about playing. Be more playful in your consciousness. That playfulness that you bring in your consciousness will bring the shift out here on the 3D level.
Well, for me, that's how I'm glad we're here today, and I hope this really kind of opens the awareness and presence of where we get this pre-programming. Because at least for me, when I was growing up, like you said, I was on the playground and my mother would shout, you're running too fast, slow down. And you hear this out here. It's really happening, and the pre-programming continues. But that lived with me so long that I lived a life in fear for a while. I was on prescription drugs and stuff to help me with anxiety and all this, until I found Wookie Foot one day and heard the Fearless in Play. And and that's the thing is, we need to understand that this is a pre-programming pathology, and to be able to curb your thought pattern and just slow down when and take a breath. Take a couple breaths. And when I say breath, just go, just really, when you have that anxiety and you can't slow down and you're moving a mile a minute, just really understand that and be okay with that. Don't be in fear that your thought patterns are running away. Just come back to source and breathe and say, now I can play and have a great day. Yes. That's what we're here to say.
Exactly, and it's a training because we are reprogramming ourselves and dissolving the old patterns in our system. So it's a process. We are all in a process. Life is a process. Every process is a process. So be patient. And patience is part of the game. It's part of the mastery to gain here. Patient with your own process and with whatever goes around.
I think walking away from fear and saying I fear nothing is something that just doesn't happen instantly. Just like the programming came, you have to now deprogram those thoughts. As like a ex-network engineer, I can tell you, but then you have to learn it, and so it's going to take some time. It's not something that you can just turn away from right away and say I'm going to play. No, but start to take a moment and understand your thoughts. And if you go back to session 2, which was integrity on your consciousness, be honest with your thoughts and understand what's happening, and don't get frightened. Don't let the fear overtake you. Have that integrity, and then step in with the honesty and understand and go with your own heart, which was in session 1, that we are intuition, that there is no fear, there is no anxiety. You control your own reality, and your reality, your perception is what's going on in here. So but if you have to, be fearless and play, because we might not have it all together, but together we can have it all. So I'm Scoobyiah.
I am Scoobyiah White Wolf Woman.
And we appreciate you joining us today on our session 3 in regards to fear and anxiety and conscious thought pattern activity. We hope you have a wonderful day and play today. It's beautiful out here.